we could do a little mini tier list as far as the
We're
the
getting other
new
people in.
CX, and then just give our thoughts about CX in general. So all the new CX bits and parts we can talk about and rank, even though there's not too many of them just yet.
Let me make sure I'm
Yeah.
live on YouTube.
I don't know why I'm doing this. Just ignore me.
Okay, what the fuck?
Shameful.
Let's open it. That blocks all you guys. So fucking ever. Why am I not live? Oh, now I'm live. What the fuck? That was weird. Okay. I need to share the live. That's all I need to do. I'll share it in. And I'll share it in WBO channel.
Hey.
Bro, what are my things about this shit? I'm about tired of waiting. Everybody opening theirs. I'm like, whoa, I got the blue one and the red one. I'm like, bro.
Scorpio. I want Scorpio. I'm waiting for when Bays and Bricks is gonna tell me they sent out the Bay. I'm pretty sure it's not gonna come until like next week at this point.
I didn't even, like I said, I didn't even pre-order. I was so busy doing other stuff. I was like, I'm just gonna wait. But then again, if I wait too long, they're like, oh well, the second, second launch pre-order is not gonna be here till whatever, and I'm gonna be upset.
I think this actual boosters people actually like it. It's just a matter of after the first weekend how everyone feels about it in the tournament. Because I feel like Reaper will do fine.
That remains to be seen.
Put it
It's
back
fine.
as the old Sammy bit on that 960 ball.
I mean, I guess I'm just so I'm kind of disappointed, but like I said, we'll get into that.
I feel like if you give swap drawn Braves assist for Reapers, maybe.
Hey, my girlfriend's home.
Oh no.
Uh, you said that as Crisis joined it. I'm just like, huh?
Hey yo,
Move,
nah.
love.
You said
Trying to
that
make
as
it so that
Crisis.
I can see the chat on the screen. It's been so long since I did this.
What do you
Tired.
mean? You're the one over here making videos.
I mean,
Right.
I listen.
We're listening.
If I make videos, I mean they good. They are good. I mean they good.
Toxic.
Trying to it's this bot trick. That's mine. Oh, okay. I can make this. I'm smart.
Schmick. Hey yo, not the Glock.
I broke everything. I don't know what it did. Oh wait.
You're killing me.
Oh yeah. I gotta take that off. Oh. I should have done this before. Uh,
The two of you. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I'm too lazy to be doing all that.
I do it every
Stop.
time.
Editing?
Well, sometimes.
The video editing?
The video editing, setup, all that stuff.
You
It's
don't
not
want to
that
be
bad.
a streamer?
no, I don't. I don't think I have the personality to be a streamer. That too.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, you'd be too toxic.
well, that not even that. I would be boring because I'll be just sitting there like, hey guys, what's up? if I'm by myself, of course, if I have somebody with me, yeah, of course, the joke's gonna be flying. But by myself,
80% of the streaming community.
yeah, that's actually pretty true because I don't really watch streamers because they're kind of boring. Like they'll say something and it's like, oh, they said this, and then boom, hot take, and it's like, oh, they're making millions of dollars, and it's like, yo, shut up, like nobody cares.
All it takes is one video or one clip.
I don't need. Plus, I like to be for the most part. I like to be low key. So if that one viral hit comes out, like, and then everybody's like, I'm like, yo, back up, please. Like, we cool, you cool, but no, don't touch me.
Okay, I think it worked now.
Did it though? Are you sure about that?
No. Yeah, that could be. Okay, you know what's good? I'm not having chat up. I'll just keep the chat up on my phone.
No chat.
I was trying to have it on the screen, but it just didn't want to work.
That's okay. If you're streaming on YouTube, I can watch chat for you.
Thank you. How the heck? What? I don't know why it's not working today.
This guy.
Oh, it looks like.
Oh, I know why. I know why. I have the wrong YouTube channel linked to. It's not linked to my Beyblade channel. It's linked to my other YouTube.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense.
This is Christ's first time, and he's like, these fools right here.
It's so hard having multiple channels. I forgot about that.
I'm more sorry that I ran late.
What?
Ran late.
It'll be alright. I'll fix that next time.
DJ. Shout out DJ.
Where's I'll put my... All right. So what we starting off with?
So let's start off with like just the CX tier list for a quick second, and then get into our actual, how we feel about. Yeah.
There we go. We're making a tier list right off the bat.
It's down.
CX.
Yeah, just for CX, because I would say let's do this is Blaze Blades.
Okay, so we're doing the entire CX thing.
Yeah.
The entirety of it.
Just wow, that was big. That was a bunch of faces.
Yeah.
Oh crap! There's another face. Oh. Oh, we're good. Wait.
Yeah.
I'm missing one. Wait. Wait a minute.
These are one of them shot on the iPhone commercials.
Yeah, dude.
Hell yeah.
Oh wait, I gotta put. You're down here now.
Hey, so wow.
You're down here.
Here's what I mean. I say you should just manage it yourself. Like, if you want to show what's on your screen, just click your screen in Discord. Don't worry about having to like make a custom OBS overlay for the two separate parts. Just
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, screw it. I'm just going to.
Much trouble, Chief.
All right, so we're starting the tier. Oh my gosh, I wish I could just reset it.
Yeah, it's slightly annoying. I kind of wanted to look at these three new assist blades that are coming out. Maybe they'll do something, bro. But as of right now, every single CX layer I would put in D tier.
Yeah,
I don't know. Maybe the Brave goes in A or B.
B maybe. Yeah, I wouldn't give it A.
Flash
I put them all in the hot buttery ass tier.
Yeah.
Oh, we're doing assists, right? We're gonna start with Slash.
Yeah, Slash I could probably.
Slash is a B.
Yeah, I give it a B, honestly. The way
we're not saying like CX is not like heavily amazing.
Yeah.
You got Round.
So Brave is the first thing. Brave could probably be an A tier attacker if better assist blades came out.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
I'm wondering how Crush would be on it from Rhino.
Actually,
Yeah.
what's Fox Brush's assist blade called? I want to use
The
that.
Jaggy.
is that
Jaggy.
Jaggy?
Yeah.
It's Jaggy, not Jagged.
At least
I'm
on
right
Model
about
Toys it said Jaggy, but you know they use AI, so I don't know. I couldn't tell you.
Oh.
I think
Brave
Mhm.
with either Jaggy or probably even the one off of the new Rhino, because the new Rhino one is small, so it'll actually allow the contact points of Brave to hit things instead of the assist blade getting in the way.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I view it. Like, 'cause the biggest problem with Brave and all of the other parts of CX is just that the assist blades get in the way of the actual metal contact points to hit enough to hit hard enough.
yeah.
Agreed.
Like those assist blade contact points are like reducing the impact that it's giving, just like how Impact Drake's rubber reduces the impact of what it actually gives half the time. Like there's so many times Impact like comes around and looks like it's gonna hit hard, but then it just hits in the right spot of that rubber, and you don't even like hear much of a tink or anything, and you're like, oh,
Yeah.
okay,
You hit like a flat, like just a flat pat,
Like a
basically.
pop.
yeah, and you're like, oh, that's great. Thanks, Impact Drake, you tried.
I mean, but that rubber is so great for recoil, and that's why it's
Yeah.
it's a good
It's
bang.
better as like a stationary attacker half the time, just because it's just so recoily. It's just the problem then is you're playing the one out of four of are you on the right spot to where they're gonna hit towards that side with all the pockets, or are they gonna hit towards one of the other three sides? And I don't like playing a 1 out of 4 odds.
Right.
Are you a
What's the
gambling man? Is the main
what's the
question.
bit that's coming with oh god, Scorpio Spear.
That
Zap.
that looks
Zap.
good. I'm
I think
excited for
that
that.
would be good on Impact Drake. To be honest with you, because
I think that's going to be good entirely, like on a bunch of things.
Yeah.
From what I've seen or what people have said, it is smaller than level. It's lower than level,
yeah,
but I think people said it suffers the same way Excel does. It doesn't have a lot of stamina.
I don't really have an issue with Excel. I mean, yes, it doesn't have a lot of stamina, but it hits hard. It gives for me whenever I used it because I was running Drum Buster stock and it was still doing pretty good numbers.
I
So
I mean, I just see it as point. Like it's just a wider, lower point.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
I forgot we
so
put that on.
it'll probably be pretty good. I mean, point itself is a good bit.
yeah,
I just think point just kind of got outclassed by things that are wider. Because wide is something you really need right now, just for the simple fact of elevate Dragoon. Like that's why level can outspin it in the opposite spin matchup because it's just so wide at the base. It like Arrow Pegasus level can outspin Dragoon very easily.
Oh, is that the reason? I never knew that.
Yeah.
Yes. Yep. Level is just so wide at the base it keeps it standing up. It
So
doesn't
now,
tip over at the end.
so
right.
now there's potentially a newer option with Zap coming
Mhm.
along. Ooh,
Yeah, and
interesting.
Zap could potentially like have higher stamina than level.
But my thing is with
Mm.
Zap, with that bit being in or that piece being in the middle, what if it had the same problem as the other bit where the moves were inconsistent and sometimes that
Yeah, I mean that's
Oh yeah,
they let
with
us right
point.
now.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Between point, between unite, I mean
yeah,
all of these bits, you just keep having the problem of glide. Glide was so bad for
I
that.
forgot about Glide.
I heard people say Kick is just a more aggressive Hexa. That's the thing too.
I like that. I like the way that sounds.
It's a more aggressive one. But you know, like you're a gambling man if you run attackers.
I mean, you already know I run
I
triple attack,
mean
so
me. So I fuck with it.
I mean, Scarf ran triple attack with the team base, and he came in second. So
Yeah, that was.
All right. So if we're going to talk about CX impact,
Mm-hmm.
you have to take LO and you have to put it at the top of the list.
Is
Yeah.
Elo that good?
Yeah.
It is the one is good that's going to see the most play.
yeah,
I put it on gold and that That's it, right? Yeah. Oh, yeah, on Golem was insane.
I think that's under needle you have, Chief.
Is it?
Unless I'm blind.
No, our needle was like
Looks yellow to
green.
me.
I'm stupid.
Yeah, I need was
I
green.
mean,
Yeah.
I wear
Okay.
glasses, so there's that.
I haven't
Yeah.
gotten a new prescription of glasses in like 5 years, Chief.
See,
Oh
exactly.
God.
See?
I need to go
Check.
get some new glasses.
You need the Hubble telescope, man.
Fuck you. Pardon my French, but fuck you.
I think cat crash.
Oh,
All right, so Arc.
Yeah. Arc is not.
I don't
It
know.
might be.
I would say D tier.
Whoa, whoa, that's
I'd
a little
put it at
crazy.
B because it's kind of serviceable because it's reminiscent of Arrow, and Arrow was a pretty good attacker from my knowledge.
I think just the extra height gets it C tier. Even because people are trying to tell me, oh, you put Arc on Slash and you put it on Low Rush, and that's good.
Yeah, that's what
I saw a video of that today because somebody won tournament with it. I think.
Oh, okay. I didn't hear about that.
Gotta be desperate to make CX work. To be like, oh, I threw it on Low Rush, bro.
I mean, it was putting in work though.
I
Surprisingly,
made it into an attacker. I mean, that's what I do with all the
Perseus is bad. You have to put the Dark Layer. Sorry, you have to
yeah,
put
the
the Dark Layer
Layer.
in D tier.
Yeah, I don't like Dark Layer.
Sorry, Bumper is probably like C.
Dark,
but
dark.
the Dark Layer,
Yeah.
is
Yeah.
The shape is fucking weird.
It is. It's kind of reminiscent of a fake whale wave. It just doesn't work from what I've seen.
It's too upper.
Especially like the weight distribution for CX is too. Don't help it at all.
Where you're very top heavy.
Very super top heavy, and it's like and I was hoping, I figured that was going to happen with the assist blade, but especially with Drawn Brave, I was thinking, oh, the downforce might, even it out. I don't know if I saw any type of downforce at all. That just could be me, but I didn't see it.
Nah.
Dark.
Dark.
For Drawn Brave.
Wait, what about his? What about Round?
Round.
I think
B.
it's Round.
Potential later down the line, but I don't see it really being too good right now.
Yeah.
So like, it's really hard in some aspects because it's like any part can be like, oh, it's not that good, but then one other part like that comes out that complements it in a very specific way. That's like, oh, now this part is insane.
Yeah.
Like that's what happens when you get like the layers being so customizable. Like things can change in an instant. Like if I was going to rate it right now, I'd say it's like C, but I mean it has the potential to become like an A tier piece.
We're in a very awkward
Precarious
stage of CX right now, where all the new stuff that's coming out is all like we're all very cautious of what it is because like everyone's so used to running the like UX or BX base.
Well, I mean, the problem with CX is just the metal sits up so high that it gets destabilized too easy, and that's it. It's over.
Random cat.
Which one is that?
That was Felix.
Yeah,
He's my baby.
Not Felix the cat. Come on, man.
Felix, I have a fluffy one. His name is Fluffer. So,
all right. We're missing a 455 and Vortex.
Oh yeah, we're supposed to.
Oh, and what was it? The 6 sided.
Oh yeah.
455. I'd put it at B. A lot of people are seeing some use with it.
I could put it. It's so bad for me. It kills itself a lot. Out of nowhere, and at the worst times for me.
It bursts completely, just like every other 4 ratchet or even sided ratchet. So
I tested it with just pure stamina. Pure stamina is actually really good, but once you put it in battle and you just run such a high burst risk. Like if for what it can do, it's good. But for the execution of it, of like actually battling something else, like if you do it in a stamina versus stamina matchup, it's actually pretty good. But if you do it in like stamina against attack, you're pretty cooked half the time.
Yeah, but
Yeah, but if you put that 455 on a CX and then go against somebody using Shark is gonna just snipe the ratchet. So even if it is good on stamina, it's still just gonna be like pop, 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 and then.
I mean, anything can snipe the ratchet as soon as it tilts over. Like we're on ball tips and needle tips, so they're gonna tilt.
Yeah.
They're gonna tilt no matter what, and it's gonna get hit. So any attack that's gonna hit that thing is gonna be a bad time.
I feel like it's definitely like, damn, I wouldn't put it D. I would put it the worst shit ever. I put it C. Yeah, it don't matter.
I would do the same thing for the 660. Put it in C.
No, I put 660s in B.
663.
I put that on Golem, and it's really good. It lines up so evenly with everything with Golem.
Wolf 660 free ball beats Rod 960 ball every time.
I haven't
Every
tried
time.
on Wolf.
Every time.
I don't run meta, so.
660 free. I'm gonna take Christ's word for it because he's been running it.
Hey, well, of course, yeah.
Do you have to launch it any particular way?
You just launch it as hard as you can against that matchup.
What the fuck?
That's all you do.
That's a first.
You just launch it as hard as you can and launch it you obviously in the stamina mirror match you launch pretty steady and straight, but that's just all you do.
But put a lot of force behind it.
Yeah, you got to do that Japan launch where they yeet their arm into another dimension.
Yeah.
I don't think Vortex. I think
Is that
Vortex?
Vortex?
Is the end. Vortex should be at the end.
The end, yeah. Vortex?
That's Cyclone.
Is it? I thought it was next to Wedge. I thought it was.
No, it's the one. See, look, it's the one on the left because see how much bigger it is.
Oh, okay.
What the heck?
Autism powers activate, bro.
Vortex is it's like Rush.
It's like B tier.
It's crazy Rush. It's not as stable Rush.
I'll be honest, I didn't even test it.
I ran it on Arrow before.
680 is D tier because being tall is bad.
Being tall is bad. No one
being
likes
tall
being
is bad.
tall.
Yep.
You said 680.
Yeah, there
It's
it
right
is.
there. You were just right over it.
Wait.
Bottom left in the middle.
Bottom left, right next to the 280.
There it is.
Right there, that one.
Oh yeah, this. Oh yeah.
That's 680 is D.
Yeah.
That's
So
the only reason I get it is so I can swap out the parts for a cooler color. That's it.
I like the.
Yeah.
That purple is nice.
What else came out with it?
My
What else do
speculation
you
for the upcoming releases, because I think that's all the new parts that came out with
Wedge.
I was gonna say,
Oh, Wedge.
Forgot about Wedge. How can we forget about Wedge?
People say there's potential with Wedge. I don't believe them.
I've tried it with everything I could. It didn't work out. And it gets stuck inside the stadium gaps so many times. I was like, bro.
So it's just it's just entirely trash detail. Is that what's going on?
It's looking like Perseus is the worst thing.
It looks great, but
people,
which is so sad.
So fucking sad.
Everyone just dunked on fucking Ark and was like, Ark's bad. Everyone looks at it and we play with Perseus. Okay, Perseus is bad.
At least the auxiliary blade made it to D tier or to C tier, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is the one thing I will say. Stamina and defense bits have this problem where they hit the rail and they just fly out. They hit the rail sometimes, they just self-extreme or self-KO. Wedge is showing the future of where, okay, they may start giving the stamina and defense bits less gears so they don't do that as much. So it's something new showing the evolution of the game. It's like a stepping stone. It's just the unfortunate problem with wedges. It's too thin and narrow to do what it needs to do.
Yeah.
Are they looking to make those bits start more extreme dashing as well now?
Well, I would be looking at it as they want them to they don't want them to not be able to extreme dash, but they also don't want people to keep getting pissed off that they're just they play a stamina bay and they hit the rail and they just fly out. Because then the game gets over in an instant. And it's wow, that was fun.
Right.
I can't tell you how many times that happens with me, where my rod starts getting hit, and I already know because it just happens. I'm like, okay, I'm hitting the rail and flying out, and it happens. I'm just like, all right, cool. That's what happened against David Kalohe this past weekend. Happened
Your
twice.
Rod just hit the rails in the extreme dash
Mhm.
out.
Yep. Yep,
Um,
happened 2 different times. I was like, okay, this game's fun.
I don't think we got any newer parts aside from what we've just
Yes.
discussed.
Yeah, that's it, right?
Right.
I
Yeah.
think
And now,
that's everything.
like you said,
Oh,
basically
the
what we
lock
is
chip.
especially for the
Oh.
news coming out.
I think though, Crisis wasn't here for when we were talking about the lock chips.
Yeah.
So like, the lock chips are actually all pretty dope. I like the lock chip design.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I like how the lock chips work.
The only one that's so basic is the Rhino. It's like, okay, it's a Rhino, but it's not really
Yeah.
used aside from charging. But we've seen that before, basically.
Yeah.
All right, so here's my predictions for upcoming CX.
Mhm.
I think Reaper,
Mm.
I'm sorry, is bad. I think Fox is also maybe not so great.
Don't do that.
Are we talking about like the blades itself, or are we talking about like just
Yeah, I
the
don't. So,
entirety of it?
yeah, just the main blade. It's Reaper Incendio, right? So the blade is Reaper.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's like hell.
Yeah,
Hell
the blade. Yeah, the blade is Reaper. It's Hell's Reaper or whatever for Japan.
And then you have Fox Brush, or I think that
Right, so
the
that's-
blade's called Brush.
So it'd be Reaper and Turn, right? Turn will see
Yeah.
interesting play. I saw some Turn breakage, so I'm kind of worried about that.
Yeah.
Oh.
Turn might be interesting just for a decent shape. Charge will be used everywhere. Charge is going to go right on Dranbrave.
So?
Yeah.
I'd probably put it on the blue Hells.
So
Yeah.
this is my thing. Because CX sits up tall, until they weight creep it out, it's not going to be good at all. Because the problem is with them being so tall, they get destabilized and they just fall over and die, and they can't maintain stamina as well as the other base, just because they don't have a lower center of gravity. It's the reason why Leon Crest dies so easily.
Right.
Yeah.
Because
It's top
it's just
heavy.
it's too top heavy. So the only way for it to actually for CX to actually make an impact, they have to weight creep. They've got to start getting heavier, so that way then it compensates the height difference. Until that happens, they're all going to be pretty garbage, in my opinion.
And then we just look at Scorpio. We're like, all right, guys, here's a 40-gram bay, and it's
Yeah.
a UX.
Why would they do this? I mean, I
Yeah, we're just like,
they had to fit all the mechanisms into the Beyblade, so like in order for it to do its gimmick. So I get it. Like that's where most of the extra weight is coming from. Because compared to like other things, it's only a couple grams. But just a couple of things of plastic can make those couple grams easily.
yeah, the assist blades like themselves are like averaging around 5 to 4 grams each.
Yeah.
So yeah, so it's believable.
Yeah. So that's just the issue with CX. Is they need to weight creep it out, and I get it. They're trying to not like weight creep everything right away. It's either that or they need to make the CX blades in a way where they can be a lower center of gravity. Like kind of like how like MFB 0G, how you could flip the layer upside down to put the metal either on the top or on the bottom. If they could do something like that, then that would change how they work, and then I think like if you kept them the same weight, they would be good.
Oh, so basically have the assist blade sit on
So on
top.
top, yes.
So I think what would be good if they can incorporate it to where it's sitting flush with the other side of the main blade. That way, it's kind of like a reinforcement behind it. That would be great.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like a shock absorber.
The way the CX works is in order to attach the main blade to the ratchet, you have to have 1 millimeter of plastic between it, and that's what slash is. I don't think they can get any shorter than slash. So now we're thinking about main blades that have metal hanging below, which would limit which auxiliary blades you could put on them.
like I said, this is why it would have to be designed in a way like it would have to be designed in a way where you flip it. to where the assist blade is going on the top.
Hmm.
So then the main blade is underneath, and the center of gravity is lower.
Yeah. I think that if you don't add extra weight, but you gave them more diameter and greater outward weight distribution, you could improve the gyroscopic stability without adding mass. So, like, I can't see how big and how much OWD Foxbrush has. It does look like it has a big imbalance.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fox looks like it's going to be terrible just because of how awkwardly shaped it is.
Because
I
it's
think you
supposed
should
to be
take.
But it
it's
looks
a
so good. I wanted to
it's a
look
jagged
better. It looks
attacker,
great.
right? Or
Oh.
what did they describe it as? As a continuous attack.
Yeah,
That's what they
continuous.
called it.
Oh,
I don't.
I mean,
No, actually bothers me the fact that every time they come out with a new bit, it's the color of whatever typing it is. So that blue gear rush just looks so awkward on this red and white Beyblade.
That's so silly.
Yeah.
It bothers me so much.
Like, can't we just have a white? Can you just make it match? Come on.
Like
I-
it white or red.
perform.
White or red, that's fine with me. They do these mixed colors with the special Beyblades. Oh, you get
Yeah.
a clear, you get a clear shaft, and you get like the
I mean, just-
red.
Look at underneath on Rock Golem. It makes no sense.
Yeah, it was that lime green. Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah, I know why it was green. They could have made like the orange color or whatever. It's a Ratchet's orange color.
Such a silly design constraint.
You just
Yeah,
you just
like-
have to you just have to wait until the random boosters give you the color you want.
And that you're gambling again, and we're already playing Beyblades. We're already
Right.
gambling.
All right, so we
Alright,
said
that's a good.
I
That's a
think
good
you can
point you
take,
made out.
Hells is
all,
like
all of the Scorpio parts, and you can put them in S tier. The auxiliary blade. I'm sorry, the main blade for Scorpio, the ratchet for Scorpio, and the
Oh, see
bit for
there already?
Scorpio.
Oh, yeah.
I'd put 070 at A maybe honestly because of the nubs. You don't want it hit because if you throw it on a stamina or defense, sure, but if you throw it on attack, Beyblade, those nubs are gonna hit the rails and you're gonna burst yourself.
Are
So
those nubs just
Saturday night.
a 080?
They're the same as 080.
Oh,
So Saturday night, I made a 070, and me and Geetzer were testing it.
Mhm.
It is like we found that it is super good on Wolf Hexa.
Believable. I have to believe
it's-
that. Yeah.
It is really good defense wise on that combo, and it Omega outspins Dragoon. But
Ooh.
you just lose to like the stamina mirror matches.
Another
Your worst attack matchup is Phoenix, but the other attack matchups like Arrow, Nightmail, it's actually relatively decent into them. So I think it's pretty good. I think it's going to be a good like defensive type of ratchet. Its stamina is okay. It's not like the best because it's at a 70 height. But the problem is when it starts to tip over, it scrapes because of those little protrusions hanging off the bottom.
Yeah.
But defense wise, that thing is really good.
Wait, where's
so
my-
if we get a 050 in one of those fan made ones, you think they're gonna fix those protrusions or just still keep them
No.
the same?
They've got to have some kind of like. I don't want to say call it a defect, but it has to have something to work against it.
It has to have a flaw.
Yeah.
Or
Stevie,
else
what's good?
everyone would just run it.
I mean, like to be fair, Takara Tomy made themselves into a corner with Rock.
Yeah.
They're able to fix the issue that they have. Like Rod isn't exactly a problem for us because we play 3-on-3 and best of 3. Like Rod, everyone knows it's relatively scary when you see it, but at the same time, you look at it and you're like, well, you're winning 1 point, and then you can't use it again until the reshuffle. So it's not as scary to us. But once you get to like when you go to like Japan and they're playing, single bay, best of 1 and single elimination, like you see Rod and you're like, I want to die. I don't want to play this game.
I don't know. I see a lot of Rod scoring 2 or 3 points especially when you put it on level.
I mean, yeah, it can. I'm not saying it can't, but I'm just saying like it's still not as scary when you're playing 3-on-3 best of three.
Yeah.
Like the way we play the game, it's not as scary. It feels like just a normal combo again. If anything, I think Dragoon is more scary than Rod when it comes to that. Like Dragoon's matchups are just so good.
I have a
Yeah.
really problem with Dragoon. I've bursted a lot of them because of the combos and how volatile it can be. So I don't really, when I see Rod, I'm like, I'm most likely gonna get outspun, which is not necessarily a problem. It's kind of boring, but with Dragoon,
With Dragoon Elevate, how often do you hard launch?
I don't use it, so
I'm just saying, I see a lot of people do the flaw where they hard launch it. That combo you're supposed to light launch into like attack and stuff. You'll burst less and you'll outspin them more.
That's true. That's true.
Like that's why Geetzer is so good. He just knows what to do in like every matchup.
Speaking of matchups, every time I've had to fight Geetzer, like there's been throughout the entire seasons where I've always had to fight Geetzer at some point. It's just like, oh, come on, man.
Bro, I want to fight Geekster like every time I go there.
Anyone else? Anyone else?
I want to fight Geekster. What? That sounds like fun.
I've fought Geekster.
The first time I went against him, I beat him, and then the last time I was there, I went against him, and we were fighting it out, and it just didn't go my way. So I figured one of them.
Geetzer has I think last tournament he had was the last tournament that he had just a bad run. I mean, it happens to everyone.
Yeah.
Every player has their day.
It was like what 2 weeks ago. It was you. It was Gavin. He was lower, and I was shocked.
Yeah, everyone. I think it was like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, 2 weeks ago, I was like, I was 3-1, and then I dropped. I was like, nope, I'm not doing this anymore. I was like, I'm just gonna finish hosting and then go and eat some Taco Bell and drown my sorrows away.
We actually got people in the chat. Oh, whoa. When going against Rod, aside from the combo, what do you say is more important to launch, speed or angle?
I would say
Going
angle.
against Rod.
Yeah, going against Rod.
What was it? In the most recent tournament, was it Ryan threw out Rod and Phoenix just back bumpered him into the pocket.
Nice.
So like if you're using an attack bay against Rod, I mean you kind of just have to hit them as hard as you can at the right angle. Like you kind of have to do both. Like against Rod, like I said, you have to launch like hard enough, but you have to launch at like a decent angle where you're going to hit them kind of up. Unless you're running Phoenix. I mean, Phoenix is a smash attacker. You want to hit them dead on with Phoenix.
Yeah.
For just about anything else, you want to hit under them, especially like to try to burst them. Buster trying to hit under them is really good. Like that's what Buster wants to do.
Oh yeah, I've decapitated a few wizard rods in my day.
Yeah.
Buster likes the ratchet snipe really well.
Buster is just bloodthirsty, and we all have seen it. He just.
I don't know what you do with your Buster. Your Buster bounces too much.
I don't know.
You're on low flat. I don't know why you're bouncing.
Yeah.
So I realized ever since the first time I got a Quake bit and I use it, I think I used it on Buster. And then every Buster that I've used since then, since that fateful day, they've been just so super aggressive. Jumping in the pocket, smacking the other betas in there, smacking them out, chasing out the extreme pocket. I don't know what's going on. Am I complaining? Hell no. But it is weird, But that's why Buster's.
I love Buster's design. I love how he works because it's similar to Excalibur, but it's just so inconsistent.
It's inconsistent, but I would say a lot of times it did come in clutch. And it's the funniest thing when you get a nice little tap and they go into the pocket. Not a hard
a little slight hit and it's like bink. And then...
you just need the one contact point to hit them at the correct spot at the correct time, and you get you get the gold medal every time when you get it like that.
You feel
But then
good
there's
when
so
you
many
hear.
times where you're like falling behind because you're not hitting them correctly.
Yeah, but also the good thing about that is because of 160, if you go in the pocket more times than not, you're gonna hop out of the pocket and just
Yeah.
finish. I'll
Yeah.
take a 1 point loss and a 2 point loss. So
Every
That's every time. I'll take a 1 point loss over two because I could try to make it back.
right,
Half the time you gotta soul read your opponent. It's like, all right, I've seen his entire deck. What is he gonna throw first at me?
that is definitely part of the mind game.
Yeah,
and
if
that's
you can,
and one time when I went to the tournament, it was just the same matchup, and I'm pretty sure I won because it was like I know how to counter what this guy's about to do. So I'm like, okay, he's going to do this, he's going to do that, he's going to do this, and that does, like I said, that's mind games, but it's also whenever you can read your opponent, that's always a good thing. But that takes time to do because I did not know how to do that when I first got there. I was like, what the fuck am I doing?
I mean, we're essentially fighting the same people every week. It just usually depends on how it goes. Like we have every week. There's always like 3 to 4 new people showing up.
Yeah.
Something
Then
like that.
they never see him again half the time. We're like, dang, I can't learn you.
Well, see, I don't know. I don't know if that's because of them not wanting to come back, or if that's because our tournaments get filled by everyone, and then people just don't show up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But there's been an influx of new people that's been making it into top 8 their first time, and it's crazy to me.
Mm-hmm.
Like
But
their first time
I,
Beyblade in the tournament, and they just
I
made
see
top.
that a lot with X. Like starting from like how X has started to now, like and compared to playing in burst tournaments,
Mm-hmm.
it happens a lot more with X that someone new shows up and does well than it ever did with burst.
Mm.
Like X just X is so hard to predict what is gonna happen because like the one thing that like me and Geezer preach is the moment the Beyblades make contact with either each other or the rail system, all control you have had over the game is gone. All control. It is gone. You have every bit of control at the start of your launch and the first few seconds of like the pattern or whatever it is your Beyblade does. After that, once it hits that rail or once it hits the other Beyblade, your control is gone. And it's kind of just up to the gods of what happens.
It's crazy how, like I said, how unpredictable it is. Because there are times where, like last time I was there, it would hit and it just went flying out as soon as it hit. And it's like, hey, was that a mid-air collision? And it's not because they both bounced, but they bounced so quickly and launched to each other. It just ended the match that quickly, Or what was it? I saw someone, they had a spin finish, but it was so minute that it was inconceivable to see who stopped spinning first.
Yeah.
And that's why I love X over Burst and
I mean, if
all of
if
them.
you want to talk about seeing whether someone like outspun first or not, let me introduce you to some Beyblade burst footage with some drift and what was it called? Bearing drift.
Mm.
That's the most cancerous thing you will ever see. It's so bad. It's so bad.
Well, I never did Burst as far as like tournaments. I still have a bunch of them, but I bought mine like at the end of Burst and X had already started. I wish I was
Yeah.
just, but it is what it is.
Yeah, no, but like just at the end of burst, there were these two. Actually, hold on, I have them right here. I will show you.
Actually,
we actually have like bits of it.
Show us the cancer.
Uh,
I want to die. I want to be like, ew. I don't want to play first.
oh, dude, you don't want to play burst.
35 grand. I'm not gonna lie.
That's
35
not
grand is a
bad.
number.
yeah.
That's not
If
bad
you
for a
want
bay.
to show, ooh, wait a minute.
It
What's
looked
this?
like an egg though. I'm just gonna tell you that
This is
now.
the best combo. This was the best combo in the game. Okay,
Mhm.
it's a big circle. It's got this wide, flat, pointy tip that free spins here.
What the
Uh-huh.
heck?
Right, and then here's the combo that goes directly up against it. It's another circle. It's just slightly smaller.
Hold
and it
on, you
has
gotta.
the other version of the tip where it's a little flatter, but also free spins. So these two, this spins left, this spins right.
Oh
They
my god.
equalize. They equalize, and then literally it'll come down to just the who gets the final that
Little tink.
that
The final tink.
little that.
Bro.
That's what it comes down to. You would spend about 5 minutes of four judges looking at a footage to determine who won the outfit.
Look,
That's horrible.
That's what it was.
I love these, but this is basically what X is becoming. The burger bays.
The burger base.
That's what they are. It's like just all the gears and all that stuff, and I love them, and they hit hard, but they're top heavy. And I got a bunch. I got Excalibur, a bunch of. I got Guilty Moment. I got a bunch of shit, but I don't know. It's just X has more excitement to it.
Yes, X has the flair that no other Beyblade system has ever had. Because, and this was, Takara Tomy even stated this, their goal was to have it play in a way where you feel like your Beyblade has a special attack.
They did a great job with that.
Yes.
It feels
I
good.
mean, have you guys seen the numbers on the WBO compared to of like tournaments played, like tournaments hosted on the WBO?
No.
Mm-mm.
So X has by far blown everything else out of the water. It was
Dang.
like last year alone was like 700 tournaments posted on the WBO for X, and like within that time frame, the amount of bursts posted was like 50.
Wow.
Really?
Yes,
So like X just came in like a tidal wave and was like, all right, everyone's gonna play this
X
now.
X
So,
completely dominated the game.
so what you're telling me is, Burst had 7 seasons. X is probably gonna have like 14.
I think X is here to stay as long as it can because we're 2 years in, almost three. We're coming up to three,
Okay.
and they have not weight creeped enough, like at all, barely.
So you thinking we're gonna get like an averaging of about like 45 in the future, 45
Right.
grams.
What the heck?
Yeah,
There's so
like,
many burst formats. What the? Jeez.
just ignore that. That's the mistakes that the WBO has made.
Oh.
I will say because like about because I think with last week we were looking at like where are the other tournaments at. Every other tournament is like out in Virginia or in New York.
Or
Mm.
They'll
Jersey
hold,
or
or
something.
they host them like once a month. And like
Yep.
I'm grateful for what we have where we get to actually come in like every Saturday just to play Beyblade. Like it's a fun thing to do.
Yeah. Maryland Maryland has been one of the most active scenes in for a long time. Um, and you know, I wanted X to really pick up, and we were able to do that thanks to Superstar, thanks to
Mhm.
the owner Justin allowing me to host weekly.
Mhm.
Um, Obviously, the only issue I have with Superstar is the communication between me and him with ordering product is really bad. I
Yeah.
try so hard to communicate, and it just doesn't work out. But the way I see it, as long as we have a place to play, I think it's fine.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Because we all can just order stuff offline. The only thing that then sucks is what does everyone do with their store credit? Like,
Yeah.
I
Right.
don't know
That's-
what people are
I
gonna
mean,
do.
they got snacks and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, you can
Pay
pay
for
your own
it.
entry. You can,
Yeah.
you'll never have to like
Yeah.
pay again if you win enough.
He's like, just put my name down. We're good to go.
But we are looking into because Everwish has also been somewhat of an issue with us because their communication's bad and they're in China, so all of the like tariff stuff is like really affecting it. Um, but I reached out to Portal Zero, which are based in Taiwan, and they have a wholesale program.
Mm.
So
Oh.
if they have a
Right.
wholesale program for stores, we might be able to get involved in that. And because they're in Taiwan, they're not affected by the stuff as much. So we might
Right.
be able to start actually getting product in better.
So
We're hoping.
so as a note, just are we're because our current like our random boosters currently right now for like the hells and stuff are all in like limbo. We have no information on them or anything.
Okay, so to give information on what happened with that, so anyone from the shop that listens to this knows. What happened is Takara Tomy told like all their distributors, like Everwish and everything. They told them, "Hey, we did not make enough of this product for what everyone has ordered, so they have
That's
to
crazy.
allocate. So they have to allocate stuff, which then means we are getting allocated only a certain amount of our product. And once Takara Tomy makes the next wave and sends it to them, we get the rest." So this is why Amy and Justin have not wanted anyone to do pre-orders because we're unsure of how much we're gonna get and then how we're gonna handle who gets what. Like, cause we don't need like everyone paying their money to pre-order and then half the people it's like, well, you don't get yours yet. You know, that just
Right.
we just don't want it to be
Yeah.
unfair like that. So we're going to try to find the best solution. It could turn into, hey, don't worry about pre-order. If you guys want to go buy it somewhere else, you can. We're just going to take what we get, and it may just become random boosters, and people can just buy the random boosters at that point. I just don't know what our solution is going to be yet. It's very unfortunate, but this wasn't like an on-us thing because we ordered between everyone that pre-ordered the whole set. We ordered 11 whole sets for everyone that pre-ordered them. And then we ordered like an extra like 20 of just random boosters to put on the shelf for people to just buy random boosters.
Right.
Which is good.
So,
That I'd probably buy some even after.
Yeah, I'll go up there after working, whatever up and get them. It's on the
yeah,
weekend.
we had a big discussion on what to do with the random boosters because of the last one where it was like there's like 4 Beyblades in it that nobody even wanted to touch, and we were allowing people to just pick and choose which ones they wanted to buy. So that was where we came up with the idea of, well, if people want to buy a whole set, we can let them pre-order the whole set, and then from then on, like any other product we get in, like we don't have to order whole sets. We can just order random boosters themselves, and then
Yeah.
those can just be literally random boosters. Like you don't know what you're gonna get. We're not gonna let anyone pick. Like if you wanted to pick what you got, pre-order the whole set.
Okay, that's good to know. Nah, it's nice to know where we're standing because like a lot, I feel like a lot of the someone clip it,
So,
put it somewhere, put
Up
it
on
on a
screen
short.
here, these are limited results.
Okay, I was like, where's
It
Rod
says
and Goon?
SBT Block 1. That's Shin Battle Tops Block 1. That is their limited.
Oh, I was like, ain't no way Garuda. Please,
No, that's
first.
interesting. They let
Actually
Samurai
carry
Saber
me.
in because that's usually banned in a lot of limited lists. They also have Roar Tyranno in there.
Yeah, the war was
limited
banned,
list
wasn't
as
he?
well.
Yeah.
Yeah, in the WBO proposed format. Yeah, half of these things in here you gotta check what the special funny rules were.
Yeah.
I enjoyed the day we played the limited format, Elliot.
It was fun. It was fun.
Oh,
Times.
check out this person. This guy's running Night Mail on 454, which doesn't exist yet.
Wait,
What the?
You said
Hold on.
454.
That's a power move right there. Hold up.
That's my typo.
He shaved off a little bit.
Shaved off. Just a slight. Speaking of new rule sets, have we looked into maybe doing some type of team something? I know we talked about it a while ago, but I wasn't sure if anything else has come. Was that?
As far as I remember, it was just a matter of like we can have teams on the brackets. That's as much as I know. Was what Crisis told us.
So I've been looking into it. You know how I asked about the DMV thing and whatnot in the Discord.
Yeah.
So I've been looking at it and I've been thinking. I have a buddy of mine in North Carolina. His WBO name is Robert Lawler. His real name is Robert Lawler. He'll actually be up here this weekend. He runs a scene down in North Carolina with a card shop called RC Games. The owner of RC Games really enjoys how the Beyblade scene is down there and wants to do more for them. Like he's having Aero Pegasus tournaments. People doing Aero Pegasus.
Hold up.
Yeah.
I gotta go down North Carolina.
Yeah, North Carolina. But so he wants to do something bigger, and so me, Bobby, hashtag Fafnir, Geetzer is part of it as well, and a couple guys from Virginia. We're all talking together on getting it set up to get a East Coast like championship going.
Mm.
And what I was thinking is because we're working on getting that done, where that would be like a big like single player championship, I might do the DMV as a team thing for just our area.
Yeah.
Because I've heard a lot of people like really interested in doing team stuff. Um, I just don't know if we would want to do the teams the same way Takara Tomy does it, the way WBO does it, or if we want to do a whole different system. So I'm trying to like think of that on how I might want to do it.
What's the breakdown with WBO and Takara?
Yeah.
All right, so WBOs is really weird. So every every member has to play like you line your members up 1, 2, and 3. One plays 1, 2 plays 2, 3 plays 3. The way you determine who wins isn't like say I beat my opponent and then Geet's on my team and he loses and then Gavin's on my team and Gavin wins. Just because 2 out of our 3 players won doesn't mean that we win. If I scored 4 points, Geetzer scored 0, Gavin scored 4 points, but our opponent scored 3, 3, and 3, they have 9 points to our team's 8 in total from battles, so they win.
Okay. So it's like, okay.
Yeah. I have never liked the WBO's team format because of that. I've always thought it's really stupid. And then Takara Tomi's is a King of the Hill style, basically, where I'm player 1, I played the team's player 1, I beat them, their player 2 comes in and now has to beat me. And then if they beat me, our player 2 comes in, but if they don't beat me, I still stay, and their player 3 comes into play. And the first team to have all 3 players knocked out loses. I believe it. I believe the way they do it too is it's 1 bay per person, and no repeating parts between your team.
Oh.
I was thinking about kind of more so taking that aspect, but then turning it into kind of how we do best of 3, where it's each Beyblader has 1 Beyblade, and then it's just as a whole of the team, 2 players that wins. You know, kind of like in the animes, how it's always been like, oh, I got the first win for our team. Our second teammate lost, but then our third teammate came in clutch and won, and that gives us the whole win.
I was about to say I would rather it be the whole team thing from the anime. Although the repeating parts thing is kind of like because
we should be fine, to be entirely fair.
Well, see, I think it's interesting because that creates a dynamic of the game of you're creating your own partners different from your teammates' partners.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? Like that's why it creates that aesthetic of team format, but from the anime. And a lot of people like the anime that play this game.
Oh yeah.
So, you know, you'd actually get to feel like you're in the anime. During Burst, there was a whole big team tournament thing set up by Beyblade Premier, and we were hosting them. The only problem we found with it, and it was the biggest problem of it all, was having consistent teammates that would show up to each event.
Yeah.
Like, that's the only thing that really drives me about doing team stuff, because all it takes is like one team to not have someone show up, and then you're getting like some random person sub on your team or something like that, and it just can feel really awkward.
Yeah.
You don't know what parts they're gonna bring, or they can.
Right.
This is my best bay.
Or next thing you know, what do we do if you know, someone random shows up wanting to play, but they have no team and there's no team for them to go on? Then I'm stuck in this situation and be like, you can't play.
I mean, we can what we can always do is have like a shadow point system, like if we have set teams, but then we go 1-on-1, the regular format, and whoever gets the most points, they'll win that matchup and then win points for the team as well.
Oh, the team's points just adds up during like each win just goes towards the team. We
Yeah.
could do a system like that. That would be interesting. How do we do a championship with that though?
Yeah, it's a lot of like you gotta hammer out the details, like what works,
Yeah.
what wouldn't.
I mean, there's a lot like that's the hardest thing is planning these types of things.
Right.
Like next thing you know, too, you start planning and you get halfway through and you're like, oh wait, doing it this way doesn't work right, and then you're like, I got to go back and think now.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
It can be a pain. Did you guys get to play on that makeshift table I made?
The what?
The makeshift table I made at Superstar this past weekend.
It was always in use
I
when I
was
tried when I well, it was always in use when I looked at it.
Oh yeah,
And like
the wooded one.
a lot of the
Yeah.
kids were playing on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to see if I can make something that might be a little more stable and permanent compared to the boxes we use.
Yeah.
Um, we did have an idea when we were at Elliott Stone looking at it. I might be able to take certain things apart from it and make it a little lower and wider to be better stable. So I'm gonna give that a try.
Ooh, that was close.
Bruh.
That was disrespectful.
I need to go eat, bro. If I travel the world, I'm stopping at every Beyblade spot at least one. At least one.
We traveled down to Florida for their big tournament for Burst that Keitzer won.
Like I don't mind
Have it?
traveling. We like there's a time we all like set up a day to travel one place. If I line up for work and everything, I definitely go. Like we can do it ahead of time. Plan.
If it's usually on weekends, I'm game. I just
Oh yeah,
need
definitely
a bit of
weekend. Yeah.
time.
Yeah, I want to travel for Beyblade. I
I
tried
do
different
too,
card
but-
games.
Ew,
I
what the
look-
fuck?
All the
Because-
tweets are about a Beyblade tournament at Furry Weekend.
Yeah.
Furry who?
Like
Furry
Oh, what the-
Weekend. Where's Furry Weekend, guys? Click on it. Click the link.
no, I am.
Click at Furry Weekend. Where's
Why
Furry
are
Weekend?
Oh wait,
We all gotta go to Furry Weekend.
I'm scared. What's in here?
Cause like
Just
we know
words,
anime,
dude.
we know.
Okay,
Anime
it's kind of
Expo
clean. Wait a minute.
Is holding a
Oh,
a
it must be
tournament
in Atlanta.
for the World Championship qualifiers. Now I'm wondering how that's gonna happen, cause you know on the American side, everyone likes to do their own custom ratchets.
Bad dragon panel. Oh no.
That's
I'm not trying to there.
I don't think this is safe to show on a stream.
No, you can show words. You just can't, you know.
God.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
Further, no.
When it was Atlanta, I checked out. Atlanta's too far a drive for me.
Like if we say like DMV area, like DC, that's a
the
little.
farthest I'd go on the East Coast would probably be like New York, New Jersey, because that's like a day trip.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I don't like going north because of the tolls.
Oh no, that's fair. I would have to steal my
Yeah,
sister's Easy
I
Pass,
get it.
or I say steal, but borrow my sister's Easy Pass.
Thief.
Shut up.
Shame.
Aside from that, Virginia is the only other place, but again, like they hold their tournaments like once a month.
I think Richmond is a nice location, like in the middle between like half of the East Coast. I think Richmond's a good space.
Yeah,
The
you can
heck
find
is
somewhere
this?
around there. Hmm.
Like
It's
I
Mina.
keep telling my buddy Bobby to try to convince the owner of his shop to host it in Richmond. The championship that we want to do.
Yeah, because Richmond doesn't have going from where we're at, like Baltimore. I don't think there's any tolls that you have to hit. You can
There's
just drive on,
there's a couple, but they're not like expensive tolls.
Mm.
Yeah, I'll
It's
put
more
up.
the trash that's gonna be trash, and I don't like that.
Going on like $4.95, $6.95. Yeah, no.
That's my only issue. Because otherwise, I stay out of DC and Virginia just because of that. Even though there's places I want to go, but it's like, do I really want to sit in traffic for that long? Nah, not really.
No, look, we just carpool. You just gotta pay me gas money.
Oh, do you guys hear the update on the Kaisenet tournament? Like he was like
Nah.
No.
he was getting like people to, like start to sponsor it. He like planned it like for real.
I don't
forgot all about that. I ain't gonna lie.
try. Look, as much of a big streamer Kai Cenat is, I don't trust the dude to hold a legitimate tournament. Is what
Nah.
I'm gonna say.
I don't think it'd be like Hasbro's not involved in it at all. I don't think.
Man,
I was
took
just
the
about
Arrow
to say-
Pegasus and was like, "This is the custom Beyblade, right?" I'm just like, no.
He just shoves
I
arrow
mean,
back in his back.
he's still kind of new to X, and
Yeah.
that care package he got was all Hasbro. He probably don't know too much about Takara Tomy.
Nope.
So
I know at some point he made a tweet. He made a tweet showing off like, I got some of these big name bladers, and he named a few. I was like, I have no clue who any of those people are.
Yeah, he ain't named Sankey. He ain't named oh my goodness, Jacob or anything. I was like, bro.
Yeah.
Beyblade geeks, come on, yo.
Yeah.
Yeah. If I ever go to Japan again, I'd rather just go bay
Wait,
hunting in
you said
Japan.
Gandhi?
Yeah, I've been to Japan, but not during the time when I played Beyblade.
You
I've
suck.
been to Japan before.
What? He sucks.
I went during
Cause
like
I
my
wanna
high school.
go.
Like after I graduated high school, I went to Japan.
See, I want to go, and I keep telling people if I don't go before I'm 40, my 40th birthday, that's where I'm going. Nobody's stopping me because I waited way too long. See,
Travel out
everybody
of
I
the
know
country
is
at least once is what I say. Like
Playboy
go out of state.
I
Go
mean,
out of the country at least once.
I've been out of the country. I've been to Mexico. I've been to Jamaica. I've been to places. I
Yeah,
just
but
haven't
that's like
been
that's
there.
go farther. Go like Europe.
Oh no,
Go
no,
to
that's the
go to
that's the plan.
Taiwan or something.
Look, that's the plan. I need to eat good food. So
What the heck? Why do I see?
I've been seeing a lot of rubber excels. I'm confused.
What is rubber? Like I don't. Rubber Excel so inconsistent. How are people using it?
they've been right.
There it is. Dang. Oh.
Liar! Witchcraft. He enchanted his arrow Pegasus.
There's no way
Lies.
you consistently. He can't do it again, right?
Oh,
If he
Geisha
gets,
won
if he get,
Pegasus off the app this weekend.
Nice.
Yeah. Took him like 30 spins compared to my 100 or something to win one.
Wow. Ooh, he was fighting. He's like, I don't want to go in the pocket.
it don't matter. Arrow's too heavy.
There's no
Right.
way it gets a spin finish
Okay.
on Rubber Excel. Are you kidding me?
Lies.
Oh, look. All right, go back and freeze frame that. Look at his. So his Rubber Excel is probably not WBO legal. Watch it when he turns it upside down.
Right around there. A little bit more. I wish I can zoom in on that.
Right there.
No, it's still out. It's still out.
Yeah,
It was
Is
like-
it?
Still out. That's pretty
It's
good.
still
That's
out.
not the too warm, is it?
Because mine is like, oh yeah, I can't see.
I don't.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess it's about still pretty okay.
Like we've had three wild bits, which have been Rubber Excel, Glide, and Metal Needle, and no one uses Metal Needle.
I wish somebody
got
would use
officially
Metal
banned
Needle.
in
Bro,
WBO.
whoa.
Yeah, we're like there have been 2 instances of where they've re-released the Metal Needle, and that was off the Shinobi stuff,
Hmm.
and came off of Nightmail. No, not Nightmail. Where else did it come out from?
It was in the Nightmare set, wasn't it?
No, was it? No,
Yeah, Metal Needle?
Metal Needle.
Was it not in that with the Tyranno?
The UX custom set.
I think it was in there.
I think I don't remember.
Yeah, that's where I got it initially because I don't have the Shinobi with the needle.
I'm a little upset we haven't gotten Glide. Granted, I don't know what people's thoughts are on Glide.
I don't know. I don't use it.
I don't either. So I don't care.
I don't have it.
It came off of Rudder. It came off of Rudder's like set, and I've barely heard anyone talk about Glide.
Oh, it's cute. Oh, it's cute.
Me either.
I'll dress as her.
Wherever
One
you're
day.
talking about it, like, and just like
That was
scroll
mad
Twitter,
random.
Beyblade Twitter.
Yeah, just like scrolling. Ooh. Full place in third. Okay, it's not bad.
That's
Oh my god, this thing look
no.
eating. What is that? What
Right.
happened?
That's low flat.
That's piece of battle.
Ew.
That's Golem on low flat.
I thought that was bounce spike the way it was looking all
160
eating.
flat.
Yeah. Silver Wolf on
Free ball?
380, free ball, yeah. And then you have Drawn Sword on 360. That looks like
Taper?
ball or taper. It looks like
I think
ball or
taper.
Oh yeah.
Paper.
Whoa, yippee.
they got that
Barcelona.
Hammer House.
Like,
Has
you see
anyone got
all of them.
like shipping information for their
Scorpio?
scorpions? Like, have they
No.
shipped yet?
I've gotten nothing. I've been checking
I've
like
gotten nothing. I pre-ordered mine like
Where'd you guys order from?
I ordered
Mall.
twice.
Mall of Toys.
Okay, I think
Bears
me and
said,
Geekster got ours from Bays and Bricks.
yeah,
Like-
Bear said he got like his shipping information.
Hey,
I'm
what's
assuming-
good? Make 'em burst. How you doing, bro? Back like,
I'm not expecting Scorpio to come in this week.
Oh,
No.
is that my boy JC Making Burst on there?
yeah.
Oh, JC, what's up, buddy? My man James.
It's Mall of Toys. I ordered it like when they post on Instagram that was up. I was like, okay, let me order it. Hurry up before it's all gone. I ain't getting nothing yet.
I mean, you can hit the contact me. Not sure what you're gonna get.
Or,
If
yeah.
I don't get any word about shipping about Scorpio by like Wednesday, I'm gonna contact them and be like, hey, so
'Cause
when am I gonna get my Scorpio? Because I haven't heard a peep.
I'm
from
trying to like get it before the tournament because I've been like,
It's not. It's not.
yeah,
happen.
no. Because I've been
Not
like,
gonna happen.
I've been writing notes on like, y'all can't see it. Oh my goodness. But I have like a notebook with like all my personal notes now that I've been writing for every Beyblade I use. I'm trying to put some stuff
You
for
got a
Scorpion in
notebook?
there. Yeah.
All right, Deku.
Bro,
Yo.
listen, bro. See me, because I can't remember everything. So like me seeing it like actually instead of like keep it in my phone like note tabs, it works a lot better for me.
Like, we see X be like X is getting popular. I'm trying like I think I've gotten like my nephew into playing it, but he's like still a little too young.
Rush, oh rush, axe that
They're never too
motherfucker.
young.
Oh, yeah.
He likes his Spider-Man and his Venom Beyblades too much. It's like he can't use these.
I want to
They're not
run
good.
Dagger one day. I like the shape of
Dagger?
Dagger a lot.
I feel like Dagger 660 might do some work.
If only the blades went the other way,
I know, right?
it would be so
Then-
good.
then
Well,
you
dusty,
just
but-
have Fox Brush. You have
Legit.
pseudo Fox Brush.
I need to get one of those. I want to put the arrow packets I'm getting in one of those.
You need to get yes, do this. I had my red buster in there, and that's when I was like, should I use it? And it was the heaviest buster I had, so I was like, why not?
Just ask Unknown for another Red Buster.
Yeah, I know. That's what I need to do. That's the plan. But I gotta get the money for it.
Payment installments. That's what I'm doing. I owe that man like $200-ish.
Mm.
Yeah, no, like the Beyblade scene is growing. There are a lot more people who are interested in it.
Oh yeah,
Your friend
Is
that
that
came
good?
in,
That's looking pretty
that came
good
in
so far.
last week.
yeah. Not last week, but the week before.
What's that?
Yeah.
Yeah, he shredded through the
What's
tournament.
that?
And that's what I was saying. Like when I went up against him,
You okay?
battling it out, and I thought I didn't know what was going.
Not bad. Go ahead.
So I don't know if you guys have noticed. So we started our rankings for Maryland, like just for Superstar. I started them at the beginning of this year in January, and it's like it's been 4 months. Like we just ended ours. It was 4 months period of time. We've had 130 different players.
Yeah.
At just Superstar. So yeah, Beyblade is ever growing, and this is with only 32 people a week. Like at the max, 32 people a week.
'Cause I'm looking at the current for this weekend's. We're already at like 29 people.
Yeah, and that's with just opening the registration the other day.
And there is still the wait list because some people might not show up.
Where'd she get an orange launcher from? That look kind of blue.
That one came from. I know, cause I'm always looking for like some different color launchers because I'm tired.
I need me like a light blue. That'd be amazing.
A light blue right spin launcher.
Yeah.
That one only comes off of like the starter set drawn sword stadium from Takara Tomy.
Bruh.
That's the string launcher. I want it, but I'm like, I'm not willing to pay $100 for that for just a string launch.
Right. That's a waste of money. I mean, you can probably find it by itself somewhere.
Damn, he launched his shit right now. Did that count? That I'd be mad.
I would too.
It ain't even
I've
contact.
done that. I've done that. Oh God, I've done that. And it's such it's
I wonder if Positive Blader and Spark and Chris are going to actually come this weekend.
Yeah,
damn.
I see their names on the listing too.
Like I just have to go through and look at like what names like sometimes don't show up, and it hurts my soul so bad.
Yeah.
Like,
Because when I first got there, it was him and Rick was always there. It was like
Big Rick, yeah.
Apparently, from what I understand, Big Rick and them kind of stopped coming just because the space is too small for them.
I get
I
it.
understand that. I understand that, especially with Big Rick. He a big man.
Especially
He
when, like,
is, and it's like I had to face him my first tournament, and I'm like, oh God, he's gonna launch my Beyblade into the wall, and he beat me. But Jesus,
Every time I've had to play him, or like Geese's had to play him, we both have said the same thing. Where we're like, where do we put our hands?
yeah,
Like his hands are just so big right over the stage, and he's not like in a spot that's like obstructing us because he's like trying to be like an asshole. It's
Right.
just
his
his
hands
hands
are
are just so
huge.
big and they're just there. Like they take
he
up
has all
the
that
entire
power.
half size of the stadium. And I'm like, oh no. Oh yeah, 660 is also really good on Dragoon.
60
Yeah,
Dragoon?
I believe it. I mean, looking at the listing we have for like this weekend, all of these are like the consistent show uppers. Like
Yeah,
everyone
most of
usually
them.
just shows up.
I think let's see. When I look at him, I know Kirito is now going to be coming a lot because he's living with Dragreus.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So he'll be there. Mr. Pokey, I mean, he showed up the other week, which is fine, but a lot of times he has signed up and not shown up. But he said he's got like better transportation now to where he can actually show up.
Mm-hmm.
Swordblader, I don't really remember him. Nanapoo showed up once and then like has signed up on every one of them, but never shown up. So
They weren't
same.
there last week.
No, they weren't.
No.
Stonk X, I don't know who that is. Okay, he shows up generally.
In most cases, I would kind of wish like there was a way for like the host to like kick people off the listings.
I can
Oh, you
kick
can.
people.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's, the problem is because I've done it before where literally the week Mr. Pokey showed up, I kicked him off the list and then he showed up.
Mm.
So it's like I can't just like preemptively kick people that don't show up off the list on the off chance that they actually decide to show up that week.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
So because then it's just not fair. Which is where like we're trying to do this whole new system now where all of them are set as invite only until like the week before the tournament to try to mitigate how many people sign up ahead of time, like so far in advance, and then either forget or something comes up and they don't they don't take themselves off,
Right.
anything like that. So we're trying this. If this doesn't work and there's still a problem, I might have to just go to a first come first serve thing where you just show up and sign up there at the shop.
Oh. I would hate that. I would hate for that to happen.
Yeah, I don't want to do it, but like we waste so much stuff and there's so many people because what's that kid's name that just showed up?
Jace. Not Jace. Talking about the other one, the one with the dad.
Yeah, the one with the long hair and his dad.
Yeah. I don't. I don't know, but I know who you're talking
Ryan
about.
or something.
Ray Gavino. There you go. That's
Ray Gavino. Yeah. So his dad even told me he was like, "Yeah, we've been wanting to come for like months, but every time we go to sign up, it's just full and we can't."
yeah.
And that just feels so bad to me.
I want to say like you could. Is it possible to put it in like the? Because I know we have like the whole like it's like all like a copy paste type thing for like all rank clauses and all that stuff. Like hey, I was like hey. Actually, no, that would be really weird too. Because like we'd probably get more players and like we wouldn't have enough room for everybody. Because we told them was like we may be full, but just show up. No, I don't think that would work.
Yeah. Um, the other option is like it would be so hard to do. Like I could do it to where it's like, oh, here's the list. Like I can make it have a higher cap, and it would just be the first 32 people that sign up and show up get to play. But that doesn't mean like WBO doesn't tell you who the first ones to sign up are. I would have to go back through every one of my emails that I get from the WBO and go, okay, this guy signed up first, this guy signed up second, this guy signed up third, and that's a lot of extra work on me, and I don't get paid enough to do all that.
No, not at all. Like we're grateful that you're just hosting it in general, like every weekend.
Yeah.
That's like the blessing there. That's weird. We'll see what happens after this. Because it's like, oh, if it's like invite, just like if you know who are the more consistent players, send out the invites.
Yeah.
And then open it up like on a Wednesday or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
But I see the conundrum that you're running into.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the problem I run into.
Okay, clear something up for me. Why do some of the people use gloves? Or like something that covers up their hands?
They pick it up.
My hand get cold, and I like the tight feel.
Oh, you're Beyblading in there.
Yeah,
in
I get.
heat?
But when I get nervous, I get cold. Like my hands get cold, my feet get cold.
That's interesting.
That's me when I'm playing Hunt Showdown. What the heck? I guess. I guess I have like too much of a thick callus on my hands. Like I just grab.
Oh no, I definitely don't want that either in my life. So I wear like the same gloves for work as well because I lift. So.
I still think we need face shields because you know how they be popping out the top. You know, smack people.
No, that's just for your fights.
That's just some people wear gloves so that way then the string launchers when the ripcord comes back in and it flails up, it doesn't hurt.
Oh.
Well, guys, I have to
move my wrist.
You gotta dip out. Yeah. You said you have to go at 7.
Yeah. It's time for crab legs, man.
Good shit. Where are you going for crab legs?
Rock and Toss, right down the street from Superstar.
Oh, dang.
Is this your first time going?
Hell no, I've been there a million times.
You don't tell nobody? Ooh.
Hold on.
No, I said that. Remember when your girlfriend came?
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, yo, we all gotta go at some point.
I'm waiting for you to give us a time. You know the place.
Yeah, but you also gotta remember I have a child.
Yeah, so I'm waiting for you. That's why you're in charge of it. Because you're the variable.
Well, yeah, but that's the thing is, I go on Sundays.
Mm-hmm. Dang.
Sundays would be the best day. I could probably go after on Saturday when I drop off, but that's later, and sometimes who knows how late that'll be. So Sundays are the most optimal, but I know you work Sundays.
Oh.
Do I work this Sunday?
It's like a boil from what I'm seeing.
Yeah, seafood boil. Or you can eat
okay.
$45. You can't beat that.
Okay, that might be a vibe. If it's like
maybe I should put my seatbelt.
Yeah, I'll meet y'all later.
Mm-hmm.
And then just let me know when our next live stream or whatever it's gonna be.
I think we could pretty much like.
Yeah, they were pretty good. I'm sorry about that. They be good.
We all have our grievances about like currently we're in the stage of DX has potential, but as Crisis said before, they need to like up their weight creep game because if we're looking at Scorpio who's coming in at like top of the pack of like 30, averaging between 39 to 40 grams, they're gonna need to make CX heavier.
Oh yeah, because we already got. Even though everybody doesn't have Hero Pegasus, a lot of people have it to where it's 39, 38 grams. So I guess that's the equalizer. But then, like you said, they also need to have CX like that as well, because then that's outshine CX, and then nobody's gonna win it.
I will say, the more I've looked at Scorpio, it might actually be a lot better than I thought it was going to be.
From what I've seen with what people are like posting up, Like if you're looking for like a solid defensor and you're making sure it's not hitting the rails, I think it beats out Silverwolf. I want to
I can
believe.
see that. But I could also see it being a decent attacker too.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
once you hit that
Put it
rail.
extreme.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna run it.
It actually reminds me of like a fusion between like Silverwolf and like with the shape on how it angles up and curves, but with Arrow Pegasus for the weight and the outward weight distribution.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. And if it's in attack
So-
mode, its contact points are like exposed when it's in attack
Yeah.
mode, so it's hidden.
All right, guys. I'll see y'all later.
Well,
All
All
buddy,
right.
enjoy your food.
Oh, I am. I'm hungry.
Also, Zank also just broke one of his assist blades. I think it's the
I
regular
saw
one.
that. He said he barely used it. Hopefully, they'll have
Kyle,
some single ones that you can buy by themselves, but who knows when that'll be.
that's Baylocker. I highly doubt they'll have it.
Yeah.
Peace.
All right.
All right. Ending the
This
stream.
is